Hello, welcome to Ian's Bricks. Now, as you can see behind me, I've got rather a lot of Lego boxes to get into. I've been taking full advantage of all sorts of deals and offers, and particularly from Lego.com. We've got about 9 different orders come through from Lego.com. They had double insider points in October, and then they had sale items, and a new gift with purchases came out. So I've been spending quite a lot of money on Lego.com. There's a few things from Amazon as well, and also something from John Lewis. I'm going to start off with this rather ropey package here which came from Amazon. This rather pathetic package then was delivered by Amazon. This was actually a third-party seller, and I didn't realise when I was ordering this off Lego.com that it was a third-party seller, else I might have thought about it. I certainly, if I'd have realised, would have read the reviews and noticed that most of their reviews are, don't buy Lego from this person because they don't wrap it properly, they just shove it in a box. Now, I was relatively lucky because I did open this because I just want to have a look inside. But this is the set that I bought. Now, I did get a good price on this, and it is the Darth Vader helmet. This is normally £70 and it was reduced to 48, so I thought that was quite a good price. But you can see it was delivered by Royal Mail rather than anyone else. But yeah, you can see here that it's not the best. It's okay, it's passable. I didn't send it back. Obviously I got a good price for it. I don't think this is going to detract from the value too much, but just disappointing really that someone would actually sell a set like this. They obviously sell a lot of stuff on Amazon, so it's just a big sort of disappointment really. So the third-party sellers, I want to name and shame them. They're called Alex and Alexandra Sellers Limited. So whoever you are, if you do ever watch this video, just try and maybe put a box around the set rather than just a bag, because quite a lot of the times if it's for a gift or a present or whatever that reason is, then Lego boxes aren't really strong enough to deal with postage systems. So for that reason, and because the item came in this pathetic bag here, we are giving the Alex and Alexandra Sellers Limited via Amazon the Crap Packaging of the Week award.
Crap Packaging of the Week.
So well done you guys, your award will be on its way in the post. If you're lucky, it might be just sent in a plastic bag and you might not arrive because it gets damaged on the way. But Crap Packaging of the Week winners this week, thank you very much for that. So I've got another box here from Amazon, and the reason I've left it up here, this is very, 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 very heavy. So I'm going to find my knife and get into this box. Okay, there's a reason why this box is very, very heavy. And the reason is because it contains books. Now, I don't normally buy books, but this was just a deal I could not resist. It's the Visual Dictionary, the updated edition of Star Wars. What you do get is, do you get a set in here, or I can't think. Oh yes, you get the figure in there. Look, it's sort of sealed inside, so you can't see it. But that is the exclusive Darth Maul figure that you get inside. And the book itself, I think I've seen similar things like this before. Visual dictionaries where they go through different sets when they were released and things like that. And it's just kind of a nice thing to have, really. So the recommended retail price of these books is actually $19.99. I did have a look on the Lego website, and they actually had it classed as, you know, retired and out of stock, but they had it down at $17.99, which is fair enough. Currently on Amazon, these are going for £13.60 each, but for whatever reason they had them on offer, and you could buy up to 8, and they were £4.02 each, but they had a special offer on top of that. Order more than 4 and you got another 5% off, so these basically cost me £3.82 each. This is the type of thing that will sell quite well at a show, probably for around about a tenner. So I got myself as many as I could, which was 8 of them. And this is why this box is so flipping heavy. So there's number 2. I'm going to get all these out. We got another one there. Goodness me, they're very, very heavy. How many more have we got? 3 more. And that should be the last one. So I'm surprised this box managed to hold everything, but it did still manage to stay intact. But there we go, 8 of those books. I think that was a bargain. I know there are probably some other resellers that have bought it at that price as well, but that is a very nice book to have, and say books do sell relatively well at Lego shows. Let's get into the first Lego.com box next. I've got 9 of these boxes, all from Lego.com. They all sort of came in different orders, and I've stored them. So I've kind of got I've got a list of what I think they're going to be in here, but I've no idea what order's going to be in which box. So let's get into the first one. And so this was something that was placed in mid-October. And that meant that this was the promo at the time. It's the Northern Lights diorama 40785 is the set number. Quite nice little things. They don't go too well at shows, probably for about £15 to £20, but they're okay to get as a free gift. But the thing to remember about this order is that everything in this particular order was double insider points. And I did actually utilise those insider points on later buys, which you'll see later on as I go through this. So that is the order. You had to spend over £135, I think, to get that. And what did I buy? Now, this was sort of an extra order. I'd ordered quite a lot of stuff on the double insider points, but I couldn't resist ordering some more. And I got a load of Animal Crossing stuff because most of it was 40% off, which I thought was very, very good. I know a lot of people don't like Animal Crossing. I've got quite a lot of this. It might be a couple of years before I start selling it on, but 77047 Bunny's Outdoor Adventures. This is a set that's normally £18, and Lego.com had them on sale. And these were £10.79, so that's not a bad price for that set there. There was also this set here, which is the Julian's Party 77046. And just check my prices here. This is normally £13, £12.99, and it was down to £7.79. So again, a very, very good price. I think I got 3 of those. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, I got 3 of those all together in this order. I also got a few of these. I think I got... Did I get 3 of these? Let's have a quick look. This is 77048 Captain's Island Boat Tour. This was down from... £25 is the normal price, and it was down to 15, so not a bad reduction on that one there. I think this is the kind of thing that you could quite easily sell for £20 plus. So I think we got 3 of those in this order. That's the number 2 there, and that is number 3. Running out of space already, and we've got 2 more sets in here. Now, not as much of a discount on this one. I've struggled to see this discounted heavily on Amazon either. I think it was once, but recently it's just been a few discounts. For 77049 Isabel's house visit, and this is normally £35. And it was down to 28, so not the best discount on this one, but as I said, got double insider points. I've got the promo set as well, so I think all in all it was just sort of worth getting these. Again, I was just trying to make my order up and trying to figure out which sets I wanted and all this kind of stuff. So I placed that order just over £135, and I got quite a lot of stuff for my money there. That is the second Isabel's house visit there. So quite a lot of Animal Crossing sets to start off with. On to box set from Lego number 2. Let's get into this then. Okay, it's interesting that the order that these have come in, because I kind of have mixed them all up, but I think these were the first 2 Lego.com orders that I placed in this particular haul. Another one of the Northern Lights dioramas, so it was the same thing again. It was double insider points, and I got a load more Animal Crossing stuff. I got another one of the Bunny Adventures. We've already seen that one, £10.79, down from 18. We also went for, and I think we've got 5 of these. And this is the 77051 Fly with Dodo Airlines, and this it's normally £32, and it was down to £19.19. And again, don't forget on this order, double inside points on everything. So that is number 1, number 2, 3. Oh no, hang on a second, that's another one of those Captain Island boat tours. We had one of those from the last box as well. I've obviously mixed it up a little bit. I know I've definitely got 5 of the Fly with Dodo Airlines. I think that's number 4. That's number 5. and that meant that I've got another one of the Captain's Boat Tour as well. So I ended up with 5 of those in total, but 3 were in the first order, 2 were in this order. So a load more stuff from Animal Crossing. So I don't know what you think about Animal Crossing sets for Lego investing. I quite like them. A lot of people that I sort of chat to don't really like them, don't think they'll do very well. But time will tell. They're kind of a new theme. Who knows? It might take a while for them to increase in value. The important thing is, I think, for these, is I've been getting them all at very, very heavily discounted rates with special offers and with double insider points as well. So hopefully it has made that all worthwhile. Right, on to the next Lego box. Lego.com box number 3 then. Right, okay, so first things first, there's a different promo gift with purchase of this, and I was very pleased to see this come back in stock for a short time. It is the Friendly Snails. It's an idea set 40788. It was on spends of £145 or more. I think I picked 3 of these up when they first came out earlier this year, and they sold very, very well at shows. So I'm hoping that these will do the same. I think I probably got more this time than I did first time around. But yeah, £145 spent, so I did have to spend a bit of money to get that. And one of the things I've got here is a little Land Rover. So this is to make my value of my order up to over £145. 40650 is the set number. It's retiring this year, only £13.49. I quite like these. I've got quite a lot of these, and I think these will do quite well once they've retired. However, the big set. What's the big set? I hear you asking. It's in a ready-to-ship box. So I need to get this out of this box and see if I can get into the main box. Okay, let's get this box open. Got a couple of bits of tape on the bottom there. Hopefully this will open up nice and easily. We'll open it this way around. There we go. Ah, there we go, and of course it's upside down. So this is a set that I don't think I've had before, and it is, let me just get rid of the box, this set here. And it's a NASA set. It's called the NASA Apollo Lunar Roving Vehicle. It is from Technic, so it is a Technic set. I don't buy a lot of Technic sets. I quite like the look of this, but I did think it was quite expensive. And normally this has been £190, I think, is the recommended retail price for this. Just checking my notes. Yeah, £190. Lego had this reduced, and I think you can still buy it at the moment, and it's down to £133. So that is a reasonable discount for a set like this. I think it's a set that's probably not on a lot of people's radars. I don't think I don't think it's been heavily advertised. There's so many great sets from Lego nowadays that things like this, which are great sets, can just get lost in the ether sometimes by so many other great sets. So I was pleased to get one of these and obviously get my promo and the gift with purchase. Did I take any extra money off this one? No, I didn't. So I just paid the sale price of £133 for that vehicle there. Nice that it comes in a ready-to-ship box as well, because it means it's always going to be in good condition. On to the next Lego box. Right, okay, so we've got a similar situation where we have one of the snails. Oh, that's got a little bit of a dent on it. Look at that. That's annoying. Never mind. So we've got the snail box there for spending over £145. I'm going to put that there. And we have in here another ready-to-ship box. And this is a slightly different box from before. It is a different set to the one that we've just seen. So let's get into this. And this is the set I have gone for. And you've probably seen me buy quite a few of these over the year. 43242 is the set number. It's Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I really, really like this. I don't see a lot of other people talking about this set, but I think this could be one of these sets that do very, very well. It is £180. Get the right list first of all, Ian. So yeah, this is normally £190, £189.99 is the price for this. Because I've got all of those insider points to use, this is when I started using them. And so what I tend to do to reduce the price of some of these sets a little bit is I will take £20, £30 off some of these orders. So I took £20 off this order to make my buy-in price for the Snow White set £170. That just softens the blow a little bit. This is a great set, and again, it's another one of these sets I really would love to build. You get the whole sort of deal with the inside, you get all the beds for the dwarves and everything like that. So really, really nice set. And not been on shelves for that long, it doesn't seem, so I think this could do quite well. So that's that box. Let's get into another Lego box. Okay, I'm starting to lose count now of how many Lego boxes I've got into, but we have another one here. So we've got another snail that seems to have survived a little bit better than the last one, putting those over there. And I've got two of the same sets, and I've gone for this rather nice set here, and this is the tribute camera from Walt Disney, set number 43230. This is normally £90, I think this is normally, and it's quite expensive. Now, this has been a set that has been on sale quite a lot throughout the year. I think I remember getting some from Amazon France earlier this year for around about £55. I know they've been on Amazon in the UK for £60 to £70 a few times, but what was interesting, these actually sold out on Lego.com, and then they came back into stock, and you could only order 3 of them. So I just thought, oh, I've only got a few of these, I wanted to get some more. So it's a perfect opportunity with the promo set to do that and use some of my insider points as well to reduce the price a little bit. So what I did with this particular order, I took £30 off the whole order. So these are normally £90, which my buy-in price for each one of these was reduced by 15, which means my buying price was £75. Very nice box as well. So that is the set number 1. It's in this particular box, and we have a second one here as well. I just thought it was definitely worthwhile getting some of these. Obviously, stocks are starting to dry up. I've noticed that on Amazon in the UK that you can't, I don't think they've got any in stock at the moment, or if they have, it's all at full price. I certainly don't think there's any deals or anything wonderful that you can get off these at the moment. I just thought that was good. I think the best thing about this set, which I haven't just mentioned, is the figures. You get these minifigures of Bambi, you get Dumbo, you get the black and white Mickey and Minnie, which they've kind of had before, but you get Walt Disney himself as well. And I can't see them ever doing those figures again, certainly not anytime soon. So that was what was in that box. Let's get into this one next. Okay, so it's another order with the snails, so £145 spent. I'm running out of space to put everything. What do we get here? So the first thing I got in this order is this, another retiring set, as most of these are. Shadow the Hedgehog. We've got a little bit of a crease on the box there, slightly annoying, but 77000 is the set number. Not too sure how this one will do, actually. It's normally £60. This is the first one of these that they've done. I'm surprised they went with Shadow rather than another figure, but that's what they decided to do. Maybe they had the right pieces and the right colours for this particular model. So this is, as I say, normally £60, and I'm just having a quick look and see what I paid for this. So, so on this particular order here, I took £25 off using my insider points. So £10 of this off was for this particular set here, which makes this set £50 buy-in. And the other set is one of the Winter Village sets that's retiring. There's 2 of these retiring this year, which is fairly unusual. And this is the Santa's Post Office set number 10339. This is normally £90. I think you can either get this one, and I always forget, one of them's from John Lewis, one of them's from Smith's Toys, one or the other has them on special. So if you're outside the UK, the chances are this will be available at exclusively at another store. So, of that £25 insider points I used, so £15 of this I consider went towards this, which meant my buy-in price was reduced from 90 down to 75. I think I've only got maybe 1 or 2 of these, not very many of them. I don't think Winter Village sets do that well these days, but certainly in 2 or 3 years' time, who knows. Right, we've still got 3 Lego.com boxes to get into. Okay, so another order with £145 spent. There's another one of the snails. Getting quite a few of these now. And the first item I went for was this here. Despicable Me set. I quite like this because it's a little bit different. The Brick Built Gru and Minions. It is 75582 is the set number. This is normally £50, so I think that is fairly high, but it was on sale and Lego had it on sale for £35, so I thought that was much better and definitely worth purchasing at that price. So I've got one of those, and then the large set I've got with this order is this lovely set here, and it's the Hogwarts Express, the current version, which is the Hogwarts Express and Hogsmeade Station, set number 76423. They've done Hogwarts Expresses before, and I'm sure they'll do more again, but this one I quite like. You do get 2 train carriages of this one, which is probably why it's a bit more expensive. This is normally £115, which I think is a bit overpriced for this. However, I used my insider points and I used £15 of my insider points on this particular order just to reduce the value of the train from 115 to a buy-in price of 100, which makes things a little more palatable. So yeah, and you can get into the carriages as well, which is quite nice, and there's a little trolley and everything like that, which is good to see. So that is one of those. I think that's everything from that box. On to the next one. Okay, let's get these tabs ripped off. Okay, another order with the friendly snails. I forgot how many orders I've placed now with these friendly snails. A lot more than I thought. Anyway, so we've got 2 sets in here. We have this set here, Star Wars set, and it is 75383 Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator. I think the thing with this here, it comes with the Saw Gerrera figure, which apparently is exclusive, and you'll probably hopefully never be able to get anywhere else. I don't think there's a lot else going for this set particularly. It's normally £60, and let me just have a quick look at my price on this one. Sith Infiltrator. Oh, there it is. There, I've just found it on my list. Yeah, so this again, I used £30 on this particular order to reduce the price because I just thought it was too much. So basically, we've got £15 off this set, which makes it. We was 60. It's down to 45, which I think is much better. And the other set is the other Winter Village set, which is also retiring this year, and again £15 of that, £30 goes to reduce the price of this down from 90 down to 75, which I think is a much better price for this. I quite like this one actually. I like the fact it's a sort of an alpine lodge. I do quite like those kind of things. I think they've done a very good thing with sort of what makes it like wood and everything like that. I do quite like this one. How popular it is, I have to wait and see. You do get a rather nice little toilet and an outhouse there, which is quite a cute little thing. I think there's even a picture there on the back of a guy getting caught short and somebody opening the door on him. So a nice little touch there with some of these sets. And I think this one does have a light brick in it as well. So we've still got one more Lego box to get into, one from John Lewis and one from Amazon. Things are starting to pile up behind me. I've got all sorts of stuff over there. Let's get into the last Lego.com box and see what's inside. And we have another ready to ship box. Now, I think I know what this is. So let's get the tabs ripped off this one. Also got one on the side there. And we have, it's a set for me, and it's a set for me to build at some stage, and it's the BrickLink set. So if you don't know, BrickLink, if you go onto the BrickLink website, they have lots of sets that they make available. People put their fan designs in, loads and loads of them get sort of 10,000 likes or whatever it is, and then of those they choose 5, and they do one every 3 or 4 months, I think, so there are quite a lot of these. Now, this particular wave, I originally put in quite a big order. There was a decent Transylvanian castle and a couple of other sets as well. And they haven't really, these sets, been selling tremendously well at shows. Some of them have done better than others. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to sort of sit this one out. But I really liked the look of this building. And I've never treated myself yet to a BrickLink set, and this is the one that I particularly like. This is probably one of the least popular ones of this particular wave, but I did like this. I do like buildings and things like that. So it's the Antique Shop, designed by Stephen Anger. Set number 910050, 1918 pieces. This is what the antique shop looks like on the back of the box. I love the way how the roof comes off, and you've got the dormer windows there as well. It's all very nicely done, and I'm going to look forward to building it. And now I don't know when I'm going to build it, but it is a set I will look forward to building, because I say this is going to be the first BrickLink designer studio set that I will be building myself. So, and it's the only one that I did order in this particular wave. As I said before, I have bought these before and sell them on, but none of them are going sort of crazy. I know you've probably got to hang on to them a little bit longer, but I just knew that October, November, when I had to pay for this, it was going to be a busy month, which I'm correct in saying, because I've bought so much other stuff on sale and discount and offers and sets that are retiring. So I just thought it a little unwise to be buying a load and load of BrickLink sets as well. So I'm going to look forward to building that. So I don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully sometime soon. Let's get into the John Lewis box next. Okay, so this came from John Lewis. It literally was just shipped like this in the ready-to-ship box, which is the idea, I suppose, of those boxes. John Lewis tend not to be that great with some of their boxes, so I'm pleased. I always can never remember which sets come in ready-to-ship boxes and which is don't, but this is what I have gone for. And I think this is only the second one of these that I've got, but it's the Land Rover Classic Defender, again a set that's retiring this year, and John Lewis did have this on sale. Set number, what is the set number? 10317 is the set number, and we've got 2,336 pieces. So, quite a few deals and discounts were going on when I ordered this. So it's normally £209.99. John Lewis had it reduced to £167.99, so they had a decent discount to start with. On top of that, I'd had some money mature from Top Cashback. Now, I normally turn it into Amazon vouchers, but for whatever reason, the day I was trying to turn it into something, the Amazon vouchers option wasn't there. So I turned them into John Lewis vouchers. So I had £24.13 in vouchers. And also, if I ever order anything from John Lewis, I've got this thing called Perks at Work, and I buy gift cards, and I can sometimes get money off gift cards if I've got enough points. So every time I order something, I get more points, and then I can then turn those later on, those points, into money off. So I bought a gift card, and I got £8 off that gift order. So that made my buy-in price for this set £210, don't forget, 136, which, again, as I said before, much more palatable than paying the full price. Really nice set this. Again, I don't quite know how this is going to do, but I think this is probably going to be one of the more popular ones. I'm sort of tempted to get more of this, but I say I'm ordering so much stuff at the moment. You sort of start to run out of space and money and all this kind of stuff. So fingers crossed that will do well once it finally retires at the end of this year. One more box to get into, and it's just this small box here from Amazon. And we have a set that I don't actually have, believe it or not. Of the many sets that I've ordered, I've never ordered one of these. 75396, the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit. This is obviously from Star Wars, yeah, this is a set that I don't own. Now, this one again comes with another exclusive figure here, which is Neenum. Is that how you pronounce that? Oh dear, my pronunciations on Star Wars figures is horrendous. This is obviously the bit from Return of the Jedi where I think it's where Boba Fett dies, doesn't he? Falls into the mouth of that. So on the original film, this bit here wasn't there with all the teeth and everything. They sort of superimpose it on in the 1997 special edition. That's how they've gone with this particular set. This is normally £70. That now is a £70 Star Wars box. Don't get much for your money, do you? However, Amazon had this down at £50, $49.99. Again, much better price. I don't think I used anything else on this one, and so I decided, because I hadn't got any of these and it was a reasonable price. I think they have probably been cheaper in the past elsewhere and other places, but I think that wasn't a bad price to get a set that I didn't have any of. So I've ended up getting 3 of those, and all the boxes are in very, very good condition. Right, I have got an absolute ton of Lego down here. A lot of it you can't see off camera, it's sort of all over here. So I'm going to try and place everything on the table behind me. That's a lot of Lego behind me there. Yeah, I just counted there are 41 Lego sets, and then obviously we've got the 8 books as well in the corner. I think the books probably have to be the best deal out of all, because they were literally their £20 recommended retail down all the way to less than £4 each, which was crazy. If I got more, I probably would have done. Lots of Animal Crossing sets. I know a lot of people are on the fence with Animal Crossing, but I do quite like it as a theme, and as I was getting double insider points and 40% off, so that can't be too bad. And quite a few sets that I'd not bought any of yet. So obviously I got the BrickLink set. That's the BrickLink set there with the black side. That's for me to build. That's the first time I got one of those NASA things as well. The first time I got the desert skiffs, which are there. Anything else in there? I think everything else I've probably got the books of the first time I got those. So quite a variety of different sets. Loads of deals and discounts and offers and points and free gifts. 6 more of those snail sets, which I wasn't expecting to get any more of those. So I'm pleased to get some more of those. They sell really, really well at shows, and a couple of the Northern Light ones as well. So all in all, I'm pretty pleased with everything I've got from this haul. All of it, apart from the BrickLink set, will be for investment. So I'll be keeping these sets sealed, keeping them for a year or two, and then taking them to shows. And hopefully by then they will have appreciated in value. But I've got to pack all this away somewhere. I've got a load of other stuff coming from Lego.com. The spending hasn't stopped, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm going to pack all these away, get these into storage, and wait for the next lot of Lego to come. So keep an eye out for that haul soon. Thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. And until the next video, take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.